People gasped when the truth slipped out. Dilmurat wasn't supposed to say his name. But in the middle of a casual interview, her lips formed the words Yang Yang with a softness that fans had never heard before. The room fell silent, and the internet went wild. For years, fans of both stars have speculated about their chemistry on screen. But what if I told you that behind the cameras, away from the flashing lights, there was a hidden bond, one that neither of them wanted the world to know? It all started during the filming of their hit drama together. Everyone thought the chemistry was just professional, part of the script, nothing more. But cast members whispered about the way Yang Yang would linger after scenes ended, how he would wait until Dilraba was done before leaving the set, as if he couldn't stand the thought of walking away first. And then there was that night, the one that no one was supposed to talk about. After a long shoot, the cast and crew went out for dinner. Laughter filled the room, drinks were shared, and phones were tucked away. But one person noticed it, Yang Yang quietly sliding his jacket over Dilraba's shoulders when she shivered. He didn't say a word, but she smiled at him in a way that could melt even the coldest night. Fans never saw that moment, but those who were there still remember. What made it even more shocking was what happened weeks later. During a break in filming, Dilraba was spotted holding a small notebook. She kept it close, never letting anyone peek inside. But during a rushed moment, she accidentally left it on the makeup table. And someone saw. Inside were pages of sketches, little notes, and initials, YY. No one dared to ask her about it, but whispers spread like wildfire. Could it be that she was writing about Yang Yang? Or was it just coincidence? But then came the airport incident, the one that fans still debate today. Yang Yang and Dilraba were scheduled to appear at different events, in different cities, on different days. Yet, somehow, cameras caught them at the same terminal within minutes of each other. They didn't walk side by side. They didn't hold hands. But there was a glance, so quick most people missed it. A glance filled with recognition, like two people who had already said goodbye but couldn't help looking back one last time. The moment was erased quickly. Managers rushed them apart. Security blocked the view. But a few shaky fan videos survived, and when slowed down, you can see Yang Yang's lips move ever so slightly, as if saying her name. Still, both stars denied everything. Interview after interview, they insisted, "We're just friends. Just co-stars." Yet fans couldn't shake the feeling that something deeper connected them. And here's where the story takes its most shocking turn. During a live broadcast, months after the drama had ended, Dilraba was answering fan questions. Someone asked her to describe her ideal partner. She smiled shyly and said, "Someone who makes me laugh, someone patient, someone who understands me." Innocent enough, right? But then she added, almost in a whisper, "Someone like him." The chat exploded instantly. Who was him? The hosts laughed it off, but her eyes told another story. And if that wasn't enough, Yang Yang gave his own cryptic answer days later. Asked about the type of person he admires, he smiled faintly and said, "She already knows." Who was she? Fans pieced the puzzle together, convinced the two were sending messages across the airwaves, hints too subtle for outsiders but clear enough for each other. The truth, of course, may never be revealed openly. In an industry where appearances are carefully managed and every move is scrutinized, their connection, whether it was fleeting or still burning, remains a mystery. But maybe that's what makes it so powerful. Not the public confessions, not the official headlines, but the stolen glances, the quiet gestures, and the unspoken words. The kind of bond that doesn't need to be shouted from rooftops because it's felt in silence. So, was Dilraba's secret connection with Yang Yang real? Or was it all just the beautiful imagination of fans who wanted to believe in a love story bigger than the screen? One thing is certain, their story, whether fact or fantasy, will continue to haunt the hearts of those who witnessed it. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly how they wanted it to be. But the story doesn't end there. Because just when people thought the rumors had died down, something unexpected happened. At a fashion event in Shanghai, Dilraba walked the red carpet in a dazzling gown, cameras flashing from every angle. Minutes later, Yang Yang arrived, unannounced, unexpected, and wearing a suit that perfectly matched her dress. Coincidence? Maybe. But fans immediately began to ask, how often does coincidence look this perfect? Inside the event, they were seated apart, far enough to avoid suspicion, yet close enough for eyes to meet. And according to those who attended, their gaze crossed more than once. Not long enough to cause a scene, but just enough for sparks to ignite in the silence. And then came the slip-up, the one that made headlines in fan communities for weeks. During a press interview, a reporter asked Dilraba about her schedule, about who supports her when things get overwhelming. She smiled and said, "I have someone who reminds me to take breaks. He's always there." She caught herself immediately, cleared her throat, and tried to move on, but the damage was done. The internet lit up. Who was this mysterious he? And if you think that was shocking, wait until you hear this. On Yang Yang's birthday, fans noticed something strange. Among the thousands of public messages, one stood out. It was short, simple, and anonymous, posted at midnight sharp, "Stay happy, no matter what." You know who this is. Within minutes, people started speculating. The writing style, the timing, even the choice of words, it all matched Dilraba's usual posts. Was it her way of sending him a message without ever saying his name? The clues only grew stranger. At a variety show, Yang Yang was asked to describe a quality he finds most attractive in a woman. He thought for a moment and answered, "Her smile, because some smiles stay with you forever." At that very moment, the camera caught a flicker of something on his face, almost as if he was remembering a very specific smile. Fans compared it to Dilraba's, and the debate exploded again. But here's the thing that really fuels the mystery. Both Dilraba and Yang Yang had opportunities to deny these stories completely, to shut them down once and for all. And yet, they didn't. They smiled, they dodged, they laughed, but they never said no. Now ask yourself, why would two of the biggest stars in the industry allow such rumors to swirl, unless there was at least a hint of truth? Was it too dangerous to admit? Too risky for their careers? Or was it simply a bond so precious they wanted to keep it hidden, away from the spotlight? And maybe that's the most shocking part of all. Because sometimes the strongest connections are the ones that remain unspoken. Sometimes what people don't say reveals more than all the interviews and headlines combined. So the question still lingers, was Dilraba's secret connection with Yang Yang just an illusion, born from coincidence and fan imagination?